The Viewspaper was started 4 years back on the 3rd of August and it has come a long way since then. At the core of the Viewspaper's existence is the belief that the voice of the youth should be heard and make an impact. The difference has already been felt and it will continue to do so in the years to come.
4 years is a long time of constantly working non-stop, trying to believe in something which a lot of people don't believe in, trying to be positive even though there can be lots of things which are not going in your way, trying to not give up even though so many people may tell you that you should give up, trying to be there constantly because people move in and people move out. But I think at the same time a lot of people have made a big difference to Viewspaper, and maybe we've just not done enough to thank them to the amount of difference that they've made. Some of the people that I can think of, Vishal, he's made a massive difference. I still remember the day that he came in. This 17-year-old who had literally almost dropped out of school and college because he didn't believe in what he was studying in. And we had this conversation, and we just decided to kind of work. And since then, he came in, he built Viewspaper overnight. He has spent huge amount of time with me. We've spent late nights working constantly. He's been a great support in where Viewspaper has come today. I think another person who's made a big difference is Surbi. Surbi came in, started working with us from college, spent 3 years with us, and joined us. And the amount of time that girl has put in is phenomenal. She gave me these confidence that what I was building could stay behind, and she would take care of everything, and I would be able to look at new things and try and learn new things to take this forward.
So I've been with the Viewspaper for eons now. I think since the beginning. Shiv had this crazy idea of getting a couple of newspaper designers, like people who do newspaper designs for Times Online and stuff like that, to come together and get the first version out. And it was going to take a couple of months, so he came up and he said, let's just do this in a day. So we actually sat, and the core team, there were I think 5 of us, and we got all of Viewspaper coded and on the internet within I think 3 days. And then the cool part was, there was this bunch of journalists who wanted to do a photo gallery, and at that time, now this is 2007ish, so there wasn't really a content management system in play at that time. So we pretty much had to code one from the scratch, and that was interesting. But so that was the beginnings and the underpinnings of things. But the reason Viewspaper has stood out till now, if you ask me, is because the news that it pushes out, since it's mostly editorial, is always punctuated and it's always filtered through this sense of voice. There's no this filter of sensationalism actually. There's no filter of sensationalism that happens on common news. Whereas the Viewspaper manages to do that because it's mostly editorial, and that I think is what sets it apart.
I started working for Viewspaper in 2007 at the time of its launch, and I joined as a 4-member team, and we were all editors looking for content every day, and used to go for poster campaigns in colleges, in CP, have weekly meetings at Barista to figure out how to get more people. And by September, October, we already had grown to 100 correspondents and 5 editors. Since then, there has been no looking back, and today the writer base boasts of around 4,000 people. The whole experience of team building, of getting to know so many people, working with so many different kinds of students with different backgrounds, it's been a totally exhilarating experience, and Viewspaper is definitely the best thing that has happened in my life.
It's been 4 years and the journey so far has been absolutely amazing. I've been a part of the team for the last 2 years now, and I'd like to say that each and every single day has been amazing. The readers, writers and all the contributors have spoken from their heart, and I'm guessing have meant every word they've said. So just wishing the Viewspaper a very happy anniversary and all the best for the years ahead.
There have been a lot of other people also who've come in and made a big impact. Right at the beginning there was Utsav, there was Sunanda, Sonali. These guys came in, worked on the initial plan. Alicia, who came in and looked at content. Alicia and I are still friends. So is Utsav. I met them when I was in the US last year, but they just made a big difference. Shravya, I wish Shravya could have been around for a longer time. I think she really put in a lot of effort in editorial. There was a Raymond Indrani who set up the fiction section. The first fiction workshop which we had in Delhi University, which was a big success, was also very good. Bhuvan and Mahesh, who were there in the marketing teams, they made a big difference. Times it's been Satish who's come in, who's putting in a lot of effort on the technology front. Garima who's come in and literally taken over from Surbhi and is doing a phenomenal job and growing by leaps and bounds. You had people like Satyendra, Himanshi's this bundle of energy who just keeps you happy in office, and Ritvik, who's just joined us about 15 days ago, who's very focused on his work.
Hi, I'm Satish Nagarajan. I run a web consulting firm called SNR Technologies. We have been associated with the Viewspaper for quite some time. They give a platform for youth who are going to be the future of the nation to voice their views. Viewspaper is doing a fabulous job of carrying out a lot of social responsible activities. You can simply say Viewspaper is of the youth, by the youth and for the people. I wish them a continued success in bringing voice of youth on their birthday. Bye.
Hello everyone, I'm Ritvik. I'm interning here at the Viewspaper. I worked here for about 10 days now. Now about the office, we have a very casual and friendly environment out here. Our boss, which is Shiv Bhaskar Dravid, he's very encouraging, and ever since I've joined in, he's guided me throughout my work. He's helped me and he's taught me a lot of new things which I did not know about, and I'm very grateful for that.
My name is Himanshi and I joined Viewspaper 2 months back, and I remember when I joined I called Shiv Sir, and he told me not to do that ever, and this is how it has been ever since. Though Shiv is our boss, he's more of a friend and a guide than a boss. And about Viewspaper, I've loved working at Viewspaper. It gives you a lot of space to work, to think, to create, and I really wish Viewspaper all the best. I wish it grows a lot.
Hi, my name is Garima. I started working with the Viewspaper just after my graduation, still immature, knew nothing about the field, and I've learned a lot working with this team. Shiv, again, being a very young and exuberant boss, he has been up for various things and inculcated many practices like working on time, the tight schedules, the deadlines, and made me learn so many things. I'm really grateful to him for that. On Viewspaper completing its 4 years, I would just like to wish it many more glorious years to come, and obviously I would like to stay associated with this organization for as long as it continues to go.
So yeah, that's what it is. A lot of people to thank, a lot of things to look back on, to introspect, and to continue to dream and continue to grow.
There was a choice to call the Viewspaper the newspaper for the youth. But we're not about the news, we're about the views. And as the number of young people increase in the country, so does their voice, and the Viewspaper swears to stand by it.